Let's move on to the next. The next one is 2018 June. Okay, so in 2018 June, problem number 15. Problem number 15 is given as if y is equal to secant inverse of 1 by 2x square minus 1, then find dy by dx. Already explained, so it's a simple thing. Put x equal to cos theta and proceed. I've already explained this procedure, so I will not repeat this once again. So let's go to problem number 16. Differentiate sin x to the power cos x with respect to x. So let me take it as y. Apply log on both sides. So log y is equal to log of sin x whole power cos x can be written as cos x multiplied by log of sin x. So this is u, this is y. So let's apply product rule. So differentiation of log y, 1 by y dy by dx, and here product rule. So cos x multiplied by 1 by sin x, that is for log. Then for sin x, differentiation of sin x will be cos x plus log of sin x, differentiation of cos x minus sin x. Student, I will so far I have said, even now also I will say, please put the minus, please put the bracket whenever you get the minus, and otherwise there are lots of chances you will go in simplifying, okay, or the meaning will be totally different without writing the minus sign. So put the bracket, okay. So you can simplify this further. So this further can be written as dy by dx equal to y multiplied by cos x by sin x. Cos x by sin x will be cot x, and retain this cos x as it is. So we have a minus sign, so plus into minus will be minus. So first this sin x I am going to write, then log of sin x. Okay, so replace the value of y in the last step. So these are the two problems in 2018. So now I will tell you 2019 and 20. I don't have supplementary papers here. So 2019 and 20 only final examination papers I will tell you. So fine. One second. So I just want to tell you the 2019 first. So 2019. In 2019, problem number 15. Problem number 15 was if y is equal to log x whole power cos x, then find dy by dx. I have already explained this in one of the previous papers, so please refer. Fine. And even the next also I have already done. What is given as if ax plus by square is equal to cos y, then find dy by dx. See, the chances of okay, not giving these two topics are very rare so far. Okay, so problem number 15 and 16 are fixed. Problem number 15 is most of the time logarithmic differentiation. Problem number 16 is most probably from implicit differentiation. These two are almost fixed. So rarely they will give some inverse problems also. That is one of the other possibilities. So please refer. So these two are already done, so I will not explain this once again. So now let me go to the next one. So what happened in 2020? In 2020, problem number 15, sin square x plus cos square y is equal to 1, then find dy by dx. Sin square x plus cos square y, implicit. So first we will go for sin square. I told you, I suggest you please write it in this form before you start differentiating. For trigonometric ratios, convert to the whole power and then start. What is differentiation of sin square? First, it's in the form of x square. So 2 sin x multiplied by differentiation of sin x will be cos x, plus again it's in the form of x square. So 2 cos y, differentiation of cos y minus sin y multiplied by dy by dx, and the right hand side will be 0 because it is 1. 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x, and now there is a minus sign. Again this value will be sin 2y will be equal to dy by dx, and the right hand side will be 0. Further, if I simplify, I can just do minus sin 2y dy by dx, and now I am shifting this to right side. So minus sin 2x, we can eliminate the minus sign from both sides. Therefore, dy by dx will be equal to sin 2x by sin 2y. Further, it's not possible to simplify. So stop there. So these are the problems for 2 marks in the final examination. 15 and 16 in the second main are based on differentiation. 3 topics more commonly what has been, rarely 1 or 2 cases where they change the topic actually. Otherwise logarithmic differentiation, implicit differentiation, the other one which is repeated is inverse trigonometric functions, differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. Apart from this, rare chances are there. Any other paper, okay, once you notice the Rolle's theorem problem was given, so it's fine, we can manage this. Okay, the things are cool. Now we're finished with 1 mark and with 2 mark. Now let us start with 3 mark problems. So let me start with 2014. So 2014. In 2014 March, problem number 28, you have to find dy by dx. X will be given as a multiplied by cos theta plus theta into sin theta, and y will be a multiplied by sin theta minus theta into sin theta. Parametric. So far none of the problems in 1 mark, never, in 2 mark also never been given. So problem number 3 most of the time is fixed on parametric differentiation. So we have to find dx by d theta. A is a constant, differentiation of cos theta minus sin. Most of the students will fail to recognize there is a product rule. Theta multiplied by sin theta, use product rule. So plus theta, differentiation of sin theta will be cos theta, plus sin theta, differentiation of theta with respect to theta 1, minus sin theta, and sin theta will be cancelled. So a theta multiplied by cos theta. Now I will differentiate this. Dy by d theta, a is a constant, differentiation of sin theta cos theta minus sin, my suggestion will remain the same, open the bracket. So theta multiplied by sin theta, product rule, theta cos theta plus sin theta multiplied by 1. So 1 second, sorry, this should be theta multiplied by cos theta. Fine. So theta multiplied by differentiation of cos theta. Differentiation of cos theta will be minus sin theta plus cos theta as it is. Differentiation of theta with respect to theta will be 1. When I multiply the minus sign, cos and cos will be cancelled. First a, then minus into minus will be plus theta multiplied by sin theta. So finally I will write dy by dx formula, which is given by dy by d theta by dx by d theta, given by a theta sin theta by a theta cos theta, cancel. Now the final simplest form will be tan theta. Now the next is problem number 29. So 28 and 29 are fixed for the differentiation concept. Verify Rolle's theorem. You have to verify Rolle's theorem for the function y is equal to x square plus 2, x belongs to the closed interval minus 2 comma 2. So students, first 2 conditions remain the same for all the problems. Okay. So first thing what we have to write, y is equal to x square plus 2 is a polynomial. Therefore it is continuous in closed interval minus 2 comma 2. Therefore it is differentiable in open interval minus 2 comma 2. It's compulsory, you have to write continuity and differentiability condition. These are the steps of Rolle's theorem. Right. Now the next step, let me verify f of minus 2 is equal to f of 2. This is verification. I am taking it equal. Let us see. What is f of minus 2 will be? Minus 2 the whole square plus 2, 2 square plus 2. So certainly it's going to be 6 on both sides. Now the last step, I have to write f dash of c equal to 0. What is the f dash of c means? 2x. So 2c will be equal to 0, otherwise c will be equal to 0. Finding c is not enough, as I say every time. Does this is a number between minus 2 and 2? Certainly this is 0, this is minus 2, this is 2. 0 is a number between minus 2 and plus 2. Correct, right? So whatever the value of c you got, it belongs to the open interval minus 2 comma 2. So 28 and 29 are places for differentiation problems in third main, right? Okay. Now the next, let's move to the 2014 supplementary examination. So 2014 supplementary question number 28. X equal to a multiplied by theta sin theta and y is equal to a multiplied by 1 minus cos theta, then find dy by dx. See, why I am going for revision today is we should find actually in 1 mark what are the possible topics I can expect. In 2 marks, what are the possible questions I can expect actually, right? So if I give you such clear idea, right, now definitely in the examination or in the test you will never feel it difficult. You will be knowing actually, oh, 1 mark, these are the things I can get. Oh, 1 mark purely based on chain root problem. 2 mark purely based on logarithmic and implicit. So 3 mark is purely based on parametric and verifying mean value theorem. So if you have such confidence, such ideas, definitely you can work out this. Okay, now let's go to the next. So let's find out dx by d theta. Differentiation of theta 1, differentiation of sin theta will be cos theta. So if I find dy by d theta, a 1 is a constant, so 0 minus differentiation of cos will be minus, so this will become plus. So let's write dy by dx finally. I suggest you to write this formula step, divide by dx by d theta. So a sin theta multiplied by a multiplied by 1 plus cos theta, eliminate this. So not to stop, you can continue if you know submultiple, you will continue if you know submultiple. I should not say you will continue. Okay, right. Okay. Now sin theta is given by 2 sin theta by 2 multiplied by cos theta by 2 upon, now differentiation, differentiation, 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2, eliminate 1 power of cos, sin by cos. So that's 28. Now the 29th one. 29th one is verifying mean value theorem. F of x is given as x square minus 4x minus 3. In the closed interval, they mention something, a equal to 1, b equal to 4. It's a problem based on mean value theorem. So like Rolle's theorem, the first and second condition will remain the same. It's a polynomial, therefore it is continuous in the closed interval 1, 4 and differentiable in the open interval 1, 4. Please repeat the statements like the Rolle's theorem. Now let's get into the third. The condition in mean value theorem is f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. I suggest you to write the things separately. So what is f dash of x will be 2x minus 4. So f dash of c will be 2c minus 4. F of a, that means f of 1. F of 1 will be 1 minus 4 minus 3 will be equal to minus 6. F of 4 will be 4 square minus 4 into 4 minus 3. So 16 and 16 will be cancelled, so the remaining is minus 3. Now substitute everything. 2c minus 4 equal to f of b minus 3 minus of minus 6 by 4 minus 1. So eliminate, it's just going to be 1. Now shift minus 4 to right side. 2c equal to 1 plus 4 equal to 5, right? Or c equal to 5 by 2. What is 5 by 2? 2.5. Is 2.5 a number in the open interval 1, 4? Is 2.5 is a number between 1 and 4? Certainly it's a number between 1 and 4. Hence all the conditions are satisfied. Hence mean value theorem is verified. Now let's move to the next problem number. The next paper is 2015 March. 2015 March. Question number 20. Question number 28. If verify Rolle's theorem. So verifying Rolle's theorem for the function f of x equal to x square plus 2x minus 8. When x belongs to closed interval minus 4, 2. I've already done this. Okay. Remember once in one of the 2 mark problem this was given to us. I've already done. It's a polynomial. It's continuous. It's differentiable. Then go for f dash of c and find it. We have done this. So please, okay, you can just do this. And let me concentrate on question number 29 is given as if x equal to square root of a power sin inverse t, y is equal to square root of a power cos inverse t, then find then show that dy by dx equal to minus 1 by x. We have to show that dy by dx equal to minus y by x. Now to prove this, first I will differentiate this dx by dt. First for square root, 1 by 2 into square root of a power sin inverse t. Then for a power x, differentiation of a power x is a power x multiplied by log a. And then for sin inverse, 1 by root of 1 minus t square. Right? And now dy by dt, that is for this, first for square root, so 1 by 2 root of a power cos inverse t multiplied by differentiation of a power x. So a power cos inverse t multiplied by log a, and that is multiplied by differentiation of cos inverse minus 1 by root of 1 minus t square. Now we have to find dy by dx. What's the formula for dy by dx? So dy by dx will be equal to dy by dt by dx by dt. So we're going to substitute both of them. I need a lot of space for this, so I will erase this. So dy by dt will be 1 by 2 root of a power sin inverse t multiplied by a power sin inverse t multiplied by log a, and that is multiplied by minus 1 by root of 1 minus cos square. This was cos inverse, right? Fine. Okay. Now this is divided by 1 by 2 root of a power sin inverse t multiplied by a power sin inverse t log a, and that is multiplied by 1 by root of 1 minus t square. This will be cancelled. 2 in the denominator also get cancelled. Log a also get cancelled. Right. Now just look here. What is the remaining is a power cos inverse t by square root of a power cos inverse t. It's something like x can be written as root x into root x. I will apply that concept here. Okay. Now this will be a power cos inverse t multiplied by root of a power cos inverse t, and the denominator is root of a power cos inverse t. The same concept I will apply for this also. Now square root of a power sin inverse t multiplied by square root of a power sin inverse t by square root of a to the power sin inverse t. So 1 power square root will get eliminated. Here also this get eliminated. Now the remaining in the numerator is square root of a power cos inverse t by square root of a power sin inverse t. That is nothing but there is a minus sign, remember. Okay, that is nothing but minus y by x. Okay. Okay, students. Now let's move to the next. So in the next one, so that's in June 2015 now. June 2015. That is supplementary of 2015. It's question number 28. Excuse me. If x equal to a multiplied by cos t plus log of tan t by 2, and y is given as a multiplied by sin t, then we need to find something called as dy by dx. So parametric differentiation. So let's differentiate. So the parameter is t. So dx by dt, a multiplied by minus sin t plus, for log, differentiation of log 1 by tan t by 2. Excuse me, differentiation of tan secant square t by 2. Differentiation of t by 2 will be 1 by 2. Do it step by step. Now I will go for further simplification. A multiplied by minus sin t plus tan t. 1 by tan is actually cot. So this can be written as what? Cos t by 2 by sin t by 2 multiplied by secant square is 1 by cos square t by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. So you can eliminate 1 power of cos a minus sin t plus 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2, that is nothing but sin t, submultiple for sin. Take LCM, so minus sin square t plus 1 by sin t, 1 minus sin square is cos square. So cos square t by sin t. Let's retain this. This is dx by dt. Now y is given as a sin t. When y equal to a sin t, then dy by dt equal to a cos t. Now write the formula of dy by dx. dy by dx equal to dy by dt by dx by dt. So this will be a cos t by, and here we have a cos square t by sin t. A will be cancelled, 1 power of cos will be cancelled. So what is the remaining? Sin t goes to numerator, sin t by cos t will be tan t. So that's problem number 27. Then the next thing, problem number 29, verify mean value theorem for f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3 in the closed interval 1, 4. Already done this example, so please work out and get the answer. Okay, so let's go to 2016. So in 2016 March, problem number 28, it's a problem based on mean value theorem. F of x equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x in the closed interval 1, 3. You know, students, what to do? Okay, please follow the steps of the which one? Mean value theorem. It's polynomial, it's continuous in closed interval, hence it's differentiable in open interval, and finally take f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Just repeat. Function is getting different, that's all. No, but the procedure still remains the same. So I will not take the risk of explaining the same concept of problems once again repeatedly. So now the next one is problem number 29. If x equal to a cos cube theta and y is equal to a sin cube theta, then show that dy by dx equal to minus cube root of y by x. Okay, so you know what to do. They are parametric, so differentiate separately, find out dx by d theta, find out dy by d theta, then write the formula of dy by dx and substitute. Take care, cos cube theta, first write it as cos theta the whole cube. Trigonometric ratios, they have powers, so take it as whole power and then differentiate. Fine. So it's better if I keep working each and every problem, then you will not be learning most of the concepts. So it's better if I just give you a brief introduction and move on, right? And in the next one, that is in 2016 June. So what are problems given in 2016 June? In 2016 June, problem number 28, x equal to a into theta minus sin theta, and y is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, right? Then show that dy by dx equal to minus cot theta by 2. This theta by 2 will suggest you after differentiating. When you substitute for dy by dx, you need to simplify it further by using submultiple. So one hint will be there if it's to show that. So please try. And the next one, problem number 29, verify mean value theorem for f of x equal to x square in the closed interval 2, 2. Okay, right. Fine, students. Now let's move on to 2017. So in 2000, okay, now in 2017, some changes in 2017. Okay, so problem number 28 was differentiate log x whole power cos x. Usual pattern was parametric and mean value theorems, correct? Now in 2017 a little change. So 28 is log x whole power cos x, so apply log, differentiate, find dy by dx. Okay, and in 29 they mentioned differentiate sin square x with respect to e power cos x. Remember, student, this is similar to parametric differentiation only. So the first thing you have to call u is equal to sin square x and v is equal to e power cos x. Find du by dx will be 2 sin x cos x. Find dv by dx, and that's going to be e power cos x multiplied by minus sin x. This is function with respect to function. So what's the formula of du by dv? Du by dv will be du by dx by dv by dx. What is du by dx? Now we have written here 2 sin x cos x divided by e power cos x multiplied by minus sin x. Eliminate sin x, the remaining will be the answer. Clear? Okay, students, now let's move to the next. 2017 June. So the next is 2017 June. What are the problems given? Problem number 28. If x equal to a into cos t plus log of tan t by 2 and y is equal to a into sin t, then find dy by dx. I've already explained how to solve this one, so please go through. And problem number 29, you have to verify mean value theorem for f of x equal to x square in the closed interval 2, 4. Are you finding it difficult? I don't think so. That is because now my students are in a comfortable position to handle all such kind of problems. Got it? So let's go to next, 2018. So if I go to 2018 March, problem number 28, find dy by dx if x equal to sin t and y is equal to cos 2t. Fine. So dx by dt will be cos t, and dy by dt will be differentiation of cos will be minus sin 2t multiplied by 2. So substitute in dy by dx. So dy by dx will be minus 2 sin 2t by cos t. Don't stop it here. Minus 2. Some multiple formula for sin, 2 sin t cos t by cos t. Eliminate cos t. So minus 4 sin t will be the answer. So that's problem number 28. So problem number 29 in the same year, it was verifying mean value theorem for the function f of x equal to x square plus 2, where x belongs to closed interval minus 2, 2. Don't get worried, intervals will be given in different formats. Sometimes they will give a equal to and something and b equal to something. Sometimes in the form of closed interval. So the value of a, the value of b. So verify mean value theorem. Okay. So that's 2018 March. Now let's go to 2018 June. So 2018 June, problem number 28, x equal to x equal to theta minus sin theta and y is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, then find dy by dx. So based on parametric differentiation. Now the next one, 29. I'm just giving you the problems. I think we have already done many problems of the same problem already. So just refer this. So 29, verify mean value theorem for f of x equal to x square minus 4x plus 3, where a equal to 1 and b equal to 4. So almost 29 is fixed for mean value theorem. Got it? Now the problems from 2019. I don't have supplementaries for 2019 and 2020. So let's go for it. So the problem from 2019 will be okay. So in 2019, let me tell you what's given in 2019. 2019, okay, the annual that is on March, right? They have given a problem number 28, x equal to a into theta plus sin theta and y is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta, then find dy by dx. Notice it's just similar to this. Okay. And problem number 29, it's a problem based on Rolle's theorem this time. Problem based on Rolle's theorem, and it is given as f of x equal to x square plus 2x minus a in the closed interval minus 4, 2. So that's problem from 2019. So now let's go to 2020. So in 2020, let me tell you the problems. That is the last examination just before the lockdown. Okay. So in 2020, the problems are problem number 28, x equal to 2a t square and y is equal to a t power 4, then find dy by dx. So it's a parametric differentiation. So problem number 29, it's based on verifying mean value theorem, f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3, where x belongs to closed interval 1 comma 4. Many times this problem is repeated, so definitely you will get it the problems of such kind. Okay students, now the last thing, 5 marker. The last thing is 5 marker. There is nothing to discuss. I have already told you what you will get actually. Okay, so problem number 42 in your board examination. Fine. So in 5 marker, for 5 marks, problem number 42 is fixed for this. This is purely based on second order derivatives. It is purely based on second order derivative. Hardly, I told you, there are 8 problems. One of the 8 problems will be given for the final examination. So there is nothing to discuss. You have to go through that. Only the problems will be changed, that's it. But those are the 8 problems which are important for us. Fine. So the final pattern. So what are the place we are going to get it actually? Fine. So how many? So for 1 mark, 1 problem. So that's 1. For 2 mark, 2 problem. So that will be 4. For 3 mark, 2 problem. So 6. For 5 mark, 1 problem, 5. So just add up how much it's going to be. You are assured yourself with 16 mark already. So simple chapter. Okay, with this simple chapter, if you are able to concentrate, sit and learn, in this lockdown class I have already assured you 16 marks. Not at all difficult. You just need to learn the concepts. Okay, practice. Okay, and I already told you what are the places, what are the question numbers you are going to get it, right? So it's easy. Learn it. Okay, practice it and make yourself perfect. I hope this will help you when doing Sunday's test. So after Sunday's test, please let me know the reviews. So the chapter is done. After the chapter, immediately the revision is done, and the revision is purely based on the examination pattern. What are the questions I can expect from in the final examination? So this revision I have applied and I got a very good result. Okay, and most of them used it. Okay, very proper. Okay, very much right. So I suggest you please follow this pattern. Okay, learn it and make yourself perfect with 16 marks in the final examination. So out of 100 marks, I have already assured you 16 marks. Okay, you already learned 16 marks actually. Thank you. So let's let's continue in the next class, and hope you will do well in the test. Thank you.